Hello, this is Curlian, and welcome to episode 31 of my Let's Play Mass Effect 3 as Curlian Shepard, a Vanguard, playing on Insanity mode. So, we are almost done with everything short of Tachanka. I don't know if I ever went through this, so I'm going to quickly just kind of scroll down, and you're welcome to pause the video if you want to read about the Citadel. Now there's Dr. Bryson's thing, and I'm not really wanting to do all of that yet, but I kind of want to just deal with Dr. Bryson's lab so that we can take care of this portion. Before we head over to Tachanka, because Tachanka kind of has a lot of important things going on. I'm going to try to get rid of everything before that point. This won't make me go to the
I want you to
rest.
match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley? Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
For those of you who are not familiar, this is a DLC called Leviathan. Why is that necessary?
That's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we can just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
I have to say that is a useful idea.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
We'll do the good thing.
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Okay.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
That would be a good question, dude.
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
We're not going to do that.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So if you didn't do it, who did?
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. but I'm intrigued by the larger implication.
What could have killed the Reaper in the first place?
Exactly. That's the real Leviathan.
It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down.
You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Yeah, it seems like this is a dangerous thing. Who else would they send after
Anything
it?
capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Okay. So,
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
we can find them together.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Okay, well then let's use that.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Okay. Here's a head. That's kind of creepy. Okay, there's something here.
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the galaxy map program.
I don't think we're ready yet. Let's see what else we can find. Ooh, here's loot. A pistol cranial trauma system. That sounds pretty vicious. And something that any scientist would have. A high velocity barrel for our SMG. That's not bad. Here is a pistol ultralight 2. That is great. Because if I can carry that fun pistol around eventually, that would be amazing. What do we have here?
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
That's kind of funny to me. Okay, up here.
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster is more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Take all the fun out of it, Edie. The Thorian, August 17, 2185. The Thorian, a life form discovered on Pharos, provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claims the Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines they could predict using tech the Reapers control. Thorian is an exception that will evolve using organic tools rather than conventional tech. The Python must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victim, using them as manual labor, even as a man who uses his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims the Reapers do the same thing, through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever the Leviathan is, it must do something similar. So it can indoctrinate.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
What do we have?
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, Can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Okay.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need EZO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding the search filter now.
Okay, we do want every search filter possible. Ooh, a pulse recoil system 1.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong, and Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
Okay.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
Oh, little pictures from children are always relevant. You're just ruining the fun there, Edie. Ruining the fun.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
You only say that because you don't
Bryson,
know.
per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Okay. There's a reason why the Batarians are dumb. Okay, I think that's everything here.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This
Makes
does
me
not
think
seem
there has
relevant
to be
at the
something
moment.
useful there. Okay, I think that might be everything I have to look at. Oh no, we have more here.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
I'm Bryson. Age 9.
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart. By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art. The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Alright, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
See, I knew that was going to be somehow important, although I did forget that it had the code on it originally.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Okay, I think that might be everything.
Reaper activity?
Okay.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
I do.
Prothean artifacts.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
We'll go with that one's irrelevant.
5 possible systems.
Element
this one.
0 deposits.
Three possibilities.
That's good. Let's try Rachni.
Rachni activity.
Nope.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Apparently the Rachni are.
3 possibilities.
What is this?
Alien sightings.
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Okay. So, I have come up with conspiracy theorist. How fun. Okay. So we're going to return to the Normandy. Okay. So,
Commander?
I doubt anyone has anything to say off of that. So, we're just gonna go on. We're going to leave orbit. And I think I'm gonna try coming up to this area up here. Sigurd's Cradle. I think that may count as enough of a something, or doing something that I'll be able to search the region for the last. Okay, I really don't need the fuel, but I'm just leaving orbit, running away. No! Okay, I just want to get this finished. My mouse didn't immediately work.
Evasion successful.
Oh well, okay, so we can look for Garneau there, but I don't think again that I want to do that quite yet. So, Kite's Nest is at 77? What the heck happened to Kite's Nest? You know what? I may have found a new system here because of the Reaper stuff. Yes, I have Indris. Under the system.
Signal confirmed.
I'm gonna orbit real fast. So those of you who want to know about Shoeless, here you go. This is apparently part of the hegemony. Start to scan it and see what we can find for the poor hegemony. They really kind of deserve what they got, in many ways. They were the one that was like not galactically nice to each others, and then they paid for it. Governor Grothin Prasnus. Okay, let's go ahead and leave orbit. That was half. What is this? Alliance intelligence reports there was a sizable military space station trailing Heba. Okay. There we go. Now we just have to get out of Dodge afterwards. Get some fuel to get back to town. Plenty of fuel. And now we're gonna just bomb it. Back to Harsa. So that worked well. We got a got a thing. Okay, taunt them. I'm taunting you. Okay. Is there any other places that suddenly are not finished because of that? Okay. So I think we go to Tachanka, because I'm not ready to do the Garneau stuff yet. Getting rid of the Bryson's lab, you know, very little effort. You end up finding some pretty terrible things when you go to the one. It looks like we do have some scanning to do, although not in Arlock itself. Arlock. So we'll go to Dranik first. Enter the system. I'd like to try to hit as many planets as possible first.
I found something.
Okay, so here we go. Get our fuel up now. 200 fuel. Ooh, we did not fill up all the way. There is this planet here. Let's hit it. Okay, so if you hit all the planets and you hit the most likely spots. So, come on, work with me. Okay, Rothla. So letting you quickly read it if you want to pause while I do this. Okay, yeah, we're going this way. I think the first time I ever had it go that way. Okay, what do we get here? A Shadow Broker Wet Squad. I have to say that's not what I would have picked. Let's leave orbit. We have everything, so we can get out. Okay, we're a little low on fuel, but we'll be okay. So we can enter the system. From right around here, I think I can...
Signal confirmed.
Apparently that was the right place for fuel. Okay, so we have almost all the fuel. We'll leave orbit. And that's actually at 100%, so we don't have to worry about anything else. We can get out of here. And we have apparently completed the Krogan DMZ. Although I don't really think anyone has managed to demilitarize the Krogan. Okay. So we're going to enter the orbit. We have a Cerberus presence. I'm not quite sure why they're here. We have the Turian survivors. Real fast, I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down and do this, so that people who are curious about Tachanka can go ahead and read what there's to say. So there's a Kim advisory, a travel advisory, because it's very deadly apparently here, and 2.1 billion, so not that many, and considering they have a massive population decrease, that's kind of a lot, I guess. Okay. I think I'm going to start with the Turian survivors. I want to finish the mission for the Turian Primarch. We're going to bring Liara, because Liara is just great all the time. And we'll bring Javik along. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll bring Javik along. Why not? Good. This, I think, is one that he will enjoy playing in. Okay, so we have the Feistan here. It's at 189. I'm gonna keep it. I like this gun. So we're gonna go ahead and let's just make sure that this is the best barrel. That would be terrible. A terrible option. That's only headshots. No, that's not very good. So we go with this and confirm it. I'm losing 11%, but that's okay. We can confirm that. You carry the exact same loadout. She... Sure, confirm that. I have 4 points, so we did go past level 50, so I am still gaining. I will probably try to max out Cyro ammo after, but we're gonna finish Shockwave next. I'm guessing I go up to 60 then? You have 4 points. Do I want you to max out Stasis? No, I think I want you to max out Warp or Warp ammo next. Javik, you're at 5, so I could do Dark Channel. Do we get anything good here? Movement or recharge speed? You know what? Recharge speed's not a terrible thing to pick up. What do we get here? Damage. Yeah, we'll go with recharge speed. And then we will go ahead and confirm this and head in.
This crash site's a nightmare. EDI, try to raise Lieutenant Victus.
Yes, sir.
I've heard rumors of Cerberus activity on Tachanka, but nothing about Turians.
Commander, I have to land well back from the main crash site.
That the best you can do?
Yes, sir. But the Reapers seem unaware of our presence. You might get the jump on them.
Alright, set her down. Let's save this platoon.
It is kind of cool to have the Dragon Age armor. Oh, I meant to see if I could change the colors. I doubt I can, but you never know.
EDI, did you raise Lieutenant Victus?
Yes, but the connection is bad.
Patch me in. This is Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy. Do you read?
This is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus of the 9th Platoon. We're pinned by Reaper harvesters and taking heavy casualties. Also, there are pockets of my men scattered along the crash trajectory.
Lieutenant, I need you to fire a flare so I can find your position. Got it.
Things get worse by the minute. My men are dying.
Don't worry.
This sounds bad.
The theorists
Let's move.
are coming. Okay.
The level of destruction is
So let's go ahead and pick up our ammo.
rather amazing.
We'll switch to this as well. Grab that. I think that'll come in handy for some of this. We're actually going to end the video, I think, here at the beginning of this mission. So, like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. I'm not sure how much further in we'd have a save point, so this is a good place to just let it ride. So, for now, adios.